Welcome back. I'm Jay. We've got Steve behind the camera. Today, Steve, we are going to build a San Francisco 49ers concept pink helmet.
Okay, I mean, it's October. Why not do
Still
another?
October. It's still Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's still Crucial Catch you see all over the NFL right now.
Yeah.
And we're deciding to go with a black helmet because the San Francisco 49ers, that's one of their alternate colors. That's they wear the black uniform during the Color Rush game. So just to go over what we're going to be putting on this helmet real quick.
Yep.
Obviously, we're going to be using a youth speed helmet
Okay.
that we've painted matte black. We're going to have the S2BD face mask in a pink. This is an old color, Steve, that is no longer available. We just had this one sitting around.
It's a shame because it's a cool color, but
We've sold hundreds, if not thousands, of masks in that color, but it got discontinued and we can't get that powder anymore.
Yeah,
Can't get
it's a
that color anymore.
it happens.
So is what it is. Sometimes you got to act quick, right?
All right.
Here we got a black Sports Star chin strap,
All right.
all blacked out. We're going to put on a Sunset Shock 2.0 visor,
Cool.
and then we've got the decals.
What do we got here?
So you can see here
Nice.
49ers decals, all in multiple shades of pink. We've got some stripes and the whole thing. So let's get right to this.
Okay.
What do you say?
I say let's do it.
Okay, so
Maybe-
let's start with Steve. What are you thinking? Stripes?
Let's do the stripes. You're doing 3 independent stripes like the real 49ers?
Exactly. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a white stripe, and then this is a 1-inch white stripe, and then we're going to be adding half-inch pink stripes.
So I see that helmet has no bumper on it.
Not yet. So we're going to be adding this guy,
Okay.
and then we're going to be putting the 49ers kind of on top of the Riddell here.
Perfect.
You got that? And then the stripes are going to go underneath this guy.
Right.
Now, this is not what all speed bumpers look like. This is what the speed youth bumpers look like.
Oh.
You got it? The adult bumpers, this piece here is connected to the pad, the forehead pad, basically.
Okay. All right.
So anyway, so what I'm doing here, if you look real close, there's a line that goes all the way down the center of the shell.
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to use that as my guide to put this stripe on. And with this paint job, the paint hides a lot of this line, so you got to kind of do it just right. And all of this is eyeballed, Steve.
Right. Definitely doesn't make it easy when it's painted matte black too, because it just eats the light up.
Yep, it sure does.
You'll be all right.
Sure does.
You'll be just fine.
This way so I can see the line, how I'm putting this down. And why did we choose the 49ers? 2 reasons, Steve. 1, we had an old set of decals, but for a while now, people have been asking for a special 49ers helmet. Mm-hmm. So if you've got a team that you want to see, by all means, just ask.
Yeah.
All right, so I like to take the stripe and kind of tuck it underneath here. And make sure this is lined up just right. And that's a good way to keep it from kind of wanting to come off. And then we're going to put, once we get all the stripes down, we're going to put the bumpers over the stripe, and that'll hide it and make it look all nice and neat and pretty. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Steve, you got to have a pretty helmet.
Got to have a pretty helmet. Speaking of, a couple days ago or whatever, a week ago, we did an OBJ custom blaze, and you kind of put out there that we had a double-sided, not double-sided decal, but a decal with double sides of the adhesive. Mm-hmm. Well, somebody by the name of Speed 50, I think he's right. He commented, by the way, that those are called transfer decals.
Transfer decals.
So thank you, Speed 50.
Yeah, and Speed 50, and he actually does some videos, so you might want to check him out. He's got a really nice helmet collection.
Well, that was great that he picked up on that, and thank you for making us aware.
Yeah, so shout out to Speed 50. Mm-hmm. And I think his name on YouTube is Speed 50, so just go, if you want to see some of his helmets.
There you go.
Just go check them out.
There you go.
And these side decals, you want to line them up to get as close as possible to the center decal. You see here, I'm just kind of overlaying it just a little bit and then pushing this down. So when you're done, or when I'm done with this, Steve, it's not even going to look like separate decals. It's going to look like one big decal. So there's a bunch of NFL teams that do this. And if you're not looking real close, you would think it's one decal.
Yeah, and I tell you, if you ever tried to lay a decal down that was as thick as these three independently, good luck. Because, boy, the curve of it, it's like putting it on a basketball. You're going to have a real hard time. Look at that. From my point of view, Jay, that looks great.
You would think it's one decal, wouldn't you?
You could have fooled me.
And then, so now I'm just kind of putting this down with my fingers, but at the end, Steve, we're going to hit this with the heat gun.
Yes.
All right, Steve, so we got the stripes.
Yeah.
What do you want next? Let's do the, you should say the mask and the visor and chin strap and all that. You want to do that now, or you want to put the decals on first?
Cool. No, let's go with the mask and stuff.
All right, so we're going to put the mask on first, and then we'll come back. Actually, we're going to put the chin strap on first,
Right.
then the mask, and then we'll come back and slide the visor in.
Fair enough.
How do you feel about that?
I feel like I like that. It's going to really bring it together quickly that way. Kind of instant satisfaction,
Sure. Actually, before we do this, we're going to put that bumper on, and I'll say, getting that bumper on is kind of a bitch because you really got to stretch it out.
It's a rigid plastic.
A lot of these pieces, Steve, they're tight.
Right.
And we get people calling us all the time saying, hey, I can't get my mask to fit. I can't get my clips on. I can't get this on. And it's because it's designed to be tight, because the tighter it is, the more secure it's going to be. So you kind of just got to fight with it. I give props to the guys in the reconditioning companies and at Schutt and Riddell and all those places when you're putting these things together, man.
You got to have fingers of steel.
Oh, yeah, it's a bitch.
Wow. Yeah. I don't think I ever knew how hard they actually were to put on.
Now, one thing we've done that we do with all of our builds is we've pre-taped our nuts, Steve.
Amen.
So on the inside of these T-nuts,
Yeah.
we put a little piece of, sometimes we use whatever tape we've got. Sometimes it'll be duct tape, sometimes it'll be masking tape.
As long as you tape your nuts.
You gotta tape your nuts, Steve. You have to.
That never gets old, by the way.
No. I was expecting a giggity, but it didn't. It wasn't giggity worthy.
Oh, no, it was. I just, I hit you off with one in the last couple of weeks, so I figured I'd wait.
So, in addition to shooting YouTube videos here, we also watch YouTube videos. So here's a pop quiz for you, Steve.
Okay.
You ready for this?
I don't know.
Who's the guy that says giggity?
Quagmire.
Quagmire. Who did Quagmire date in the 80s?
You mean on the show?
On the show, Steve.
Quagmire date in the 80s. God, I'm surprised I don't know that, but I don't think I have a clue. A redhead chick?
No.
Then I don't know.
Well, she might have been redhead, but I don't think so.
Damn, I don't know that.
Well, Steve, it was Cheryl Teague.
Yes.
Cheryl Teague.
Cheryl Teague. Yeah, I definitely remember that episode, but I can't place it.
All right, so enough of that. All right, so we have chin strap. Next goes the mask. Pop these guys in here. You just want to start it.
Yeah. Give yourself some room. Aren't you glad we're not doing the quick release, though, Jay?
Well, I will say the screws can be quicker than the quick release.
Yes. Because it's not about the quick install, it's just about the quick release.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna put this decal on before the visor goes on, and that way
You're going to have no room to operate otherwise.
hopefully it doesn't get covered up by the visor. So I'm gonna put it up nice and high. There you go, Steve. How's that look?
That is great. It's
Yeah,
nice.
It's a little on the high side, but I think it's okay.
It all works.
again, when we're making a concept piece, when you're making a concept piece, you can do it however the hell you want.
That's right. It's artistic freedom.
That's right. I guess that makes us artists.
Sure. You're making it's a 3D puzzle, Jay, you're putting together there.
And you can see here, I'm just kind of bending this visor to kind of help it in, get it lined up nice.
Mm-hmm.
We've got these white clips.
Yeah.
That these, unfortunately, are not for sale. We just got it. Shock was kind of making a bunch of different colors, trying them out.
Right.
And this is one of the tests ones.
We got our hands on them. Hey.
Yep.
The white looks nice. It goes with the white stripe. There's some white in the side decals that'll be going on, so that's cool.
Right, now we can lock this down.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Steve, let's put on the rear decals here first.
Okay.
And this rear bumper is actually designed for a shut helmet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it'll still work with the speed just fine.
Sure, we've done it before. Why not?
Sometimes, Steve, you got to use what you got.
That's right.
We're going to go with a pink U.S. flag decal. This is in pink chrome.
I love those chrome flag
And Steve, as always, we'll have links for all this stuff below.
Sure. Yeah, most of the stuff we have, we sell.
We're going to put this up high.
Yep. And the 49ers don't wear numbers, so you got a lot of room back there to do what you want.
Put the NFL shield on the other side. This is one of our NFL shields. We don't sell these. You only get them on your helmets when you buy the Blaze and the authentic helmets from us. We kind of add that in as a bonus item.
Yeah, yeah, nice little perk.
And we have an NFL ribbon that we like to put kind of right down here.
Mm-hmm. Damn, I'm really glad now we did this on the black. I mean, I knew it would look cool, but black and pink is a really, really nice combo.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right, well now Steve, all we got left.
Sweet.
These guys right here.
All right.
So as you know, I mention it every time we do a build. I'm going to mention it again.
Yes.
We want to use the top, the brim of the face mask as our guideline, right? As that's where the horizon line is that we're going to match up the decal to.
Right. When it's sitting on a table or a desk, it should be tilted back almost at like a 2 o'clock position. It should not be flat.
Exactly. And this one is really just centering it. It's not going to cover any of the holes in the helmet at all.
Mm-hmm.
And you always work from the inside out when you're putting this thing down. Make sure you get all the, you don't get any bubbles.
Now that looks cool.
All right, so that's now done. So now we're going to get our trusty heat gun here, and we're going to hit all this with the heat gun.
All right.
All right, Steve, well, there she is.
Good job.
She is now complete.
I tell you, it's almost like you know what you're doing, Jay.
Yeah, I'm getting there, Steve. I'm getting there one of these days, you know. So I got to get up my grimy fingerprints off this guy. So let's go over this real quick. So you know what we put on this helmet. Like I said earlier in the video, we started with a matte black Riddell Speed Youth shell. We've added the S2BD face mask, a Shock 2.0 sunset visor. We've used some white clips, that these are experimental. We've got a all black Sports Star chin strap. And then with the decals, we've got pink, two colors of pink, and white San Francisco 49er decals. We got a little sticker here, or decal, for the front bumper. Obviously the stripes, the rear bumper, a chrome flag, and a chrome NFL shield. And then we got another shield over here on the sides.
What a nice looking thing. So clean, classy. I'd be happy to have that in my collection. Very, very nice.
And Steve, just because you're interested, we got this guy right here that we did last week, or a couple weeks ago. So now you can see them both head to head.
And how cool is that? That even though they're pink, they're nothing like each other.
No,
Right.
no. But you know, whenever we do pink, and we've done pink helmets in the past, we always gravitate towards white and black shells.
Sure.
They just, to me, the contrast
Yep.
just brings it all together.
Looks very cool.
Yeah. So let us know which one of these you like better. How's that, Steve?
There you go.
Yes, and what team do you want to see next? Do you want to see us do a Blaze helmet, you know, and kind of turn it into a player specific like we did the OBJ a few days ago, or something that's a complete concept piece?
Yeah, let us know. We love the comments.
Yeah, for sure. And until next time, cheers.
Cheers.